We came out down 2 games. So it's really starting to look like the last 2 years that we've been up here, where we made it all the way down here and then kind of committed to suicide of sorts. But after the second game, we gained some momentum toward the end, and we worried them. I think we let them know that we could play, we score points. In between those games, we talked about how sick and tired we were of coming all the way down here and then blowing it. So it was kind of a harsh 3 minutes between game 2 and game 3. But I think we changed our mindset about what was going on, and we came out with a completely renewed enthusiasm, and we played some good ball after that. Our outside hitters were amazing. Our middles gave that, what was her number? 7. Gave her a rough time. She still had some nice hits, but a lot of balls that she swung got slowed down by Chelsea and Jordan. And that allowed us to keep us in system and keep the pressure on them and kept them out of system, which is crucial in game 3, 4, and 5.
Question?
I'm Ray Cox from Run Out of Time. Nice to meet you. Congratulations. Girls have looked at some point, and I can't really pinpoint when it was, but that I concluded that y'all looked like you were sure you were going to win the match. When was that?
Going into the 5th game, I knew we were going to take the lead and just finish it then. Well, I mean, we got a little worried when the points were getting a little close, but once we got that big lead, I feel like we had it.
Volleyball is mainly just a game of momentum, and coming in from the 4th game, we were just rolling, and the 5th game we were pretty confident on everything, I think.
How intense was that 4th game from the player standpoint?
It was, you could probably cut the tension with a knife. It was, I don't know about you guys, but I know from my standpoint, I had some doubts, but we brought it through.
Yeah.
I was getting a little scared the 2nd game when we were down 2, or the 3rd game when we had been down 2 games, but I had faith in us that we were going to come back and take it.
Well, didn't y'all, y'all staged a pretty good comeback in the 1st game. I mean, what was y'all were down 20-10 and came back and, so did that tell you anything then? I mean, that you were certainly born to be here and all that?
I'll say nothing that we didn't know yesterday when we watched Alta and Galax. I mean, we watched the game, and they do some unconventional stuff. Their setter comes off the net in the front row and allows the outsides to be one-on-one. And I'm not sure if either one of our outsides got blocked this game, this match. I'm not even sure. So, and our outsides are our 2 biggest weapons. They swing hard, and it's one-on-one. So the advantage there goes back to our outsides. And we knew that yesterday coming into the game, that we're going to have 3 rotations of one-on-one outside hitting. But game 1 and game 2, it's that nerve thing keeps jumping up and biting us, and it got to us those first 2 games until we settled down and started passing.
Was there any particular thing that girls that got y'all turned around, in that period that he was just talking about? Because when you were nervous and feeling back on your heels, was there any particular thing that got you turned around?
I knew going in the 3rd game that it was my senior year, and we'd been here 3 times. We lost my sophomore year, and I did not want to leave my last game like that. And I knew every player, not just the seniors, but I know every player was feeling like that. They didn't want to end the season. We've worked so hard, our whole high school careers, and this whole season especially. Oh my gosh, we've come so close, and we did not want to end like that.
How much of a factor is a strong schedule for y'all? Played James River, 4 times, 3 times, 4 times? Case Spring.
Great Bridge, Oscar Smith.
Good schedule.
Grassfield, yeah.
Good schedule. So how much does that help?
It helps a lot. I thought it would help a little more with the power points. We actually got seeded 2nd in region. But our preseason schedule was strong enough that when we got into the end of season, even beating a Division I team was actually lowering our power point average. And we had to win out our tournament to hold on to 1st seed. So we started off with some tough matches, and that's, I mean, we absolutely need that, you know, for this. And even though this team, this wasn't what we saw at the Endless Summer Beach Tournament, and you know, it's not like playing a Cave Spring, but it definitely it helped them to understand the real game, which is ball control and serving. And once we realized that, like in game 2 against Cave Spring, I think we scored 22 or 23 against them.
Mm-hmm.
We served really aggressively, kept them on their heels, and they weren't able to swing as hard as what they normally do. So that was a big lesson, and that came back here because they have that number 7 that you know, swings hard. And when we were able to serve aggressively, she was hitting a lot of down balls and tips where she could, you know, otherwise would have been bombing on us. So you know, that, I think the strength of schedule was really important to us.
Coach, is this first state championship in school history in volleyball? What does that mean to you guys?
Hadn't thought of it till just now.
I
What does it mean?
don't know, kind of.
I just makes it feel like, I mean, it was so worth it because we've worked so hard. I mean, in the past years, we thought of like, we're like, oh, we got to make it to the state championship. This year, I'm pretty sure in my high school career, it's the first year that we played game by game. We played, okay, we need to focus on this next team we're playing, or this next, the district tournament, the region tournament. And once we got to state, we thought about the next team, not the long distance goal, but game to game.
Another thing that helped me too was like preparing to win or lose. And like when you're like that, you're not worried about like falling, oh gosh, this is the last thing, but prepared to win and lose. That helped me.
And we've all been together since I was in 7th grade. I've been helping out with the volleyball team, and just going through high school with all 7 of our seniors just means everything to me, especially my sister. Being able to win this with her, and Jordan and Amanda and Chelsea and Alexa and just everybody.
Katie actually started her career out as an assistant coach. In 7th grade, I brought her up as sort of a manager, but I ended up, she ran drills for us and tossed balls and kept score and knew what was going on. So she's been at this quite some time.
Any of the seniors got plans next year for more athletics?
Thinking about it. Thinking about going to play somewhere. Maybe, I don't know where yet, but I mean, I have a few places in mind.
Can you share some of the candidates for?
Maybe Roanoke College. My parents said that evening was going to be out there, and I don't know. I haven't really put myself out there like I should, but
Good luck.
thank you. Private schools, they like me. Expensive.
So, Caitlin and Ashley, you both work, are your sisters? Did you work really well together, setting each other up for kills? I mean,
Yeah.
she really set you up, especially in that 5th game. You were able to put, or 4th game, put a lot of key points away.
Yeah, I like working with my sister because even though sometimes we fight, I mean, we're sisters, it's nice to be able to go out there and know that I'm working with someone that I've been with my entire life. So I know her and I know what she'll do, and it just helps.
It's nice to know that when you set it up, someone's going to put it down. Like, you know, if you put up that perfect set, that it's just to be buried, and that goes for pretty much all my hitters, and it's just a great feeling. And, oh, what was it? Was it game 4? I don't know, 5? I think it was 4. It was like the last 2 points. I don't know. I put up a ball that had no spin on it at all, and then I forgot if it was Amanda or something. Amanda buried it, and that's just the greatest one ever.
Let me ask you one last question, especially, you know, as y'all were making your comeback, it seemed like your whole game tightened up, but on defense particularly, you know, when they had some good hitters and they hit a lot of shots, it looked like they had a real good chance to be winners that y'all got back. And, you know, from the back line, I mean, y'all were just, tell me about that. How did all that come together for you?
Well, at the net, we made some adjustments, like Chelsea and Ashley, like, were focusing on number 7's arm, and the back row players would adjust to where the blockers are, and so, I don't know, we just kind of, from the day before, we kind of watched, and we were trying to figure out our spots and stuff, so we adjusted. I mean, from game to game, we figure out something else that she's doing different, and we make adjustments. Like one game, I was up short, and they've scooted the blockers over, so that meant that I needed to scoot back to cover deep, and we just made adjustments throughout the game.
And it's good to just like when the hitter gets a good hit to let it go and be like, that was a good hit, she deserved that, and like to move on to the next ball. And we're gonna block that one, or we're gonna get that one up next time. But to like let it go and just to go on with the next ball.
And as long as we just slowed it down and gave our defense a chance to pass it up so we could set our hitters, it was really key for us. We just needed to slow them down.
And especially when we got the free ball, that was like gold. We used it every time.
It was.
These are our, these are our two outside hitters every day in practice. We play 6-on-6 with them against each other. So we're playing that fast-paced game on a daily basis. We play hard and we push each other and I push them. We're just used to that game because we're fortunate enough. A lot of teams single A ball have that one big gun. We've got two, so we're balanced in all 6 rotations. But then in practice is where that really comes into play, where we can go against a hard team. We play fast-paced volleyball, 2 hours a day, 3 days a week.
Where our biggest competition is when we're practicing against each other. That's the biggest competition.
We're our biggest competitors.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we are.
We
competitive.
Matthew said exactly the same thing yesterday. Said exactly the same thing. Take the best hitters and split them up. And they're good too.
Okay, anything else? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.